Okay, so I can't wait to start. That's why I start right away. So thank you so much for being here, for showing up. And so today there's a lot to discover, at least for me. That's why I can share this. It's a great day full of possibilities and of lessons and of all that. And what that means is this. It's like, sometimes you just walk around or are in your thing, so to speak, and you have an idea that things should look differently. It's like, well, if that would be different, then I would feel a lot better. If that finally clears up, then I would be okay. Or if this didn't happen, then I would have felt so much better. Or, this ongoing comparison, with what you think, is so important for your happiness, or for your relief, or for your peace, or for your, the instantaneous response to many of the occurrences that are coming your way during the day. At least I speak for myself, of course. But the things that are coming your way, the immediate response of you could be that you think like, oh, that should be different. I really don't like that. Oh, that's such a pity that is happening. Well, what is the start of my day? Like this. There's like something is not working out. Apparently you have immediately a conflict. Now that's an interesting idea. It's like the fact that you think that something is wrong is what literally can, say, show you a different day. Like show you a way of a day that is like, oh, it already starts like this. Oh no. You recognize this maybe too, I don't know. At least I do recognize that. It should be different. Oh no, this cannot be it. If that would be like that, it would be so much better. Oh, why is this happening? And you're gonna think about it, it's like, oh my God. Yeah, this can very well be a response to situations that come your way. Now, since we practice A Course in Miracles, something might be remembered suddenly. Like I had such a lucky moment today. Suddenly I remembered, wait a minute. What is it actually that I'm trying to do here? What is it that I'm doing? I think I know how things should look, or how anyone should respond to me, or how this should look, how that should look. How my world should look for it to finally come to its perfection in my ways of seeing it. Yeah, you might recognize that too. It's pretty common. And that's why I love to share with you the relief of not believing that what you see. It's like, wait a minute. Luckily, I do my lessons of A Course in Miracles. Like I do my lessons. Nothing I see means anything. Like I see only the past. I have ideas about how everything should look. I have a perfect image of my perfection, about how this should look and how everyone should behave to be part of that perfection. And this falls into, it falls apart all the time. And that frustrates you because you really think there's something wrong. So you're going to prepare yourself for the next episode that something is occurring. Or you build up some defenses, or who knows what you do. But the last thing you do is taking another look at the situation. But that's exactly what you're going to do now. It's like, wait a minute. This is A Course in Miracles. So I bet there's a different way to look at this. Luckily, I caught myself, like at least within 2 or 3, 4, maybe 1 hour, or 2 or 3 minutes, or maybe one day, I walked around with this grievance like, that should have been different, that should have been different, until I exhaust myself. And I come back to, wait a minute. This is the lesson. This is a lesson of today. I don't know what anything is for. I have no idea how this is supposed to look. But I know one thing for sure, that my happiness is not depending on how this looks, or how everyone's behaving, or what seems to be the occurrences. Now this is the part that I love to go into a little bit before we practice the daily lesson, because that's of course like totally part of that too. So what I'm going to do is share with you 2 expressions from review lessons somewhere in the 60s, and we'll see what that brings us. But it tells you something. At least it did tell me something. So I hope that you picked it up too. See, I'm just teaching myself, obviously. So I don't think that I can do anything else than just teaching myself and showing myself, oh my God, I'm so saved. I cannot believe it. Luckily, there's a plan. Okay, so this is what we do later. But here's the thing. Where does my salvation come from? I really thought it was depending on situations outside myself. But that's not the case. My salvation comes from me. Today, I will recognize where my salvation is. It is in me because its source is there, and it has not left its source. And so it cannot have left my mind. I will not look for it outside myself. It is not found outside and then brought in, but from within me it will reach beyond, and everything I see will but reflect the light that shines in me and in itself. My salvation comes from me, so it is not depending on anyone or anything outside yourself. Not me, not anyone else, not anything else. It's all happening in you. Okay. Only God's plan for salvation will work. It is senseless for me to search wildly about for salvation. I have seen it in many people. I have seen it in many things and still do. But when I reached for it, it was not there. I was mistaken about where it is. I was mistaken about what it is. I will undertake no more idle seeking. Only God's plan for salvation will work, and I will rejoice because His plan can never fail. Only God's plan for salvation will work. Okay, I have seen it in many people and in many things, but when I reached for it, it was not there. I was mistaken about where it is. I was mistaken about what it is. I will undertake no more idle seeking. That's it. I'm not going to do it anymore. And see, if you come to the release of what you were doing just a moment ago, you really thought it depended on this one person behaving in a certain way. Like if that person would finally behave differently, I would be free of this. And don't tell me that you don't do that. It's like that's holding a grievance. It is holding a grievance and you don't even know it because you really think it depends on someone else or something else. This is the thing. So that's huge when it shifts around. Suddenly you're not bound by it, and suddenly you set the one free that you really couldn't see before. You couldn't see that you were holding on to the idea that literally you placed all your power outside yourself. You depended on this one or this situation or this thing. Like if that would come to me, then I would be happy. Then it would all work out in my image of perfection, but that's not what salvation is. Now, how did I come to this? Well, it's like I realized this morning I cannot teach anyone anything in that sense. I'm teaching only myself. And this is also in the manual for teachers. Like, who am I teaching? I can teach no one else. I can teach only myself. So when I recognize this is actually working for me, this is the only thing I can share. So whenever anyone else is picking that up, it's not up to me. Like, I'm not the one changing the world. I'm not the one. No, there's a perfect plan and it's working perfectly. I'm set free of the burden to think that I need to facilitate that or to make that happen. It's like, no. I only have to accept this for myself. My salvation comes from me. It's within me. It's not from anywhere else. And that I can only share with you to recognize, like, yeah, that's the situation. Nobody can save you. In that sense, there is no savior. It's like, that is happening within you. There's a perfect plan. You're taken care of. You are saved. You are saved. But if you depend on anything or anyone outside yourself for that, you're lost. And it will never happen. You can wait very long. And you can blame and you can shame and you can do whatever you want, but it's not going to change. So this is a huge lesson, and I'm happy to have received that in a situation I was in for some time. It's like impossible situation in my observation of it. It's like, how I don't even know how to respond to this. No, of course not. What if there's nothing wrong with the situation? And what if there's a different way to look at it? That it's everything is just perfectly into place. It just looks different than you expected it to be. That is your disappointment. But if you let go of what you think should happen, there's your clear blue sky. And there's no cloud on it whatsoever. Like this one in the back, like it's a cloudless sky. Nothing happens. Nothing has happened. Now allow that to be your reality, because it's coming from within you. It shows you. Whenever you think something is wrong, it places you in an impossible situation where you cannot get out until you let go of how you think it should look. Now this I'm telling myself, so I really don't want to forget this lesson, because today I really felt like, oh, this is so great that it comes to me. And luckily, after like 2 minutes, after some kind of occurrence, like, oh my God, what a relief to actually apply this teaching, to ask for a miracle. And like, I don't know how this is supposed to look. And that's like exactly how it is. You don't know how this is supposed to look. And this counts for everyone that you meet and everyone that seems to be confronting you with something. Like, no, this does not need to look different. It just can be seen in a different way. Now forget about your idea about how perfection is or what salvation is or where to look for it. Well, let's start looking within and asking for help to see this differently. So that's so great. I love it. So thank you for hearing me out here. So it's like nobody can awaken anyone. Like that, God's plan of salvation will work. I know that. It's like, I know that will work. There's nobody that can be awakened by someone else or something. It's like, no, this is in its appointed time. All the lessons, all the frustrations, all the depths, all the who knows what you find yourself in is all part of that picture, part of that process of salvation. And that is, it is the only way that really works. It cannot be done in another way. So of course I can share my experience with it. I can say like, hey, ask for a miracle. When you are in a situation like this, stop right here. Ask for help. It really works, try. But I cannot do that for you, or nobody can do that for you. So that puts the responsibility in your lap and the power in your lap. Like you have all the power, all powers given unto me in heaven and earth for that to take place. All power. Like, don't give that away. It is in you. It is subjective singular. Like we said on Sunday too, it's like a subjective singular experience of reality. All power is given unto you. Everything is occurring within. That's where it starts. So this lesson that we do today, like the daily lesson, is in fact a continuation of that. So I'm sharing that with you and start reading that. So yeah, sit back and relax. So this is our declaration today. I have already chosen what you will. Father, I thought I wandered from your will, defied it, broke its laws, and interposed a second will, more powerful than yours. Yet what I am in truth is but your will, extended and extending. This am I, and this will never change. As you are one, so am I one with you. And this I chose in my creation, where my will became forever one with yours. That choice was made for all eternity. It cannot change and be in opposition to itself. Father, my will is yours, and I am safe, untroubled, and serene, in endless joy, because it is your will that it be so. Father, my will is yours, and I am safe, untroubled, and serene, in endless joy, because it is your will that it be so. Today, we will accept our union with each other and our source. We have no will apart from His, and all of us are one because His will is shared by all of us. Through it, we recognize that we are one. Through it, we find our way at last to God.
Père, je pensais m'être égaré de ta volonté, l'avoir défiée, avoir violé ses lois et interposé une seconde volonté plus puissante que la tienne. Or, ce que je suis en vérité n'est que ta volonté, étendue et s'étendant. Je suis cela, et cela ne changera jamais. De même que tu es un De même, je suis un avec toi. J'ai choisi cela en ma création, où ma volonté est devenue un à jamais avec la tienne. Ce choix a été fait pour toute l'éternité. Il ne peut changer et être en opposition avec lui-même. Père, ma volonté est la tienne, et je suis en sécurité, non troublé, serein et dans une joie sans fin, parce que ta volonté est qu'il en soit ainsi. Aujourd'hui, nous accepterons notre union les uns avec les autres et avec notre source. Nous n'avons pas de volonté à part de la sienne et nous sommes tous un parce que sa volonté est partagée par nous tous. Par elle, nous reconnaissons que nous sommes un. Par elle, nous trouvons enfin la voie qui nous mène à Dieu.
I am safe, untroubled and serene, in endless joy, because it is your will that it be so. I've already chosen what you will.